Go.
Hey, my name is Suman Chaudhary. Today I'm here to discuss about my individual contribution in the Hall project, and the name of our project that I have worked on is centralizing IT assist. The aim of the project was to provide a centralized model for the allocation and deallocation of the IT assist. Since the client was only interested to centralize its three main IT assets, which are used by staff member, and there are also the assessed include computer, laptop and mobile phone. Before moving further, I would like to tell a little bit about the client as well. So the client was no one other than ATMC. The representative was Andrew, the IT manager. Since the project was divided into three sprints, so I would like to discuss about my contribution in each of the sprint. The sprint one include the submission of roadmap and storyboard. Both are included in the sprint one submission. So there are a lots of things that I have learned during this project. First of all, my searching techniques have been improved. I have learned the process of making a roadmap and storyboard, which is helpful in our submission one, sprint one submission. And since our project involved submitting BPR deployment plan, so I have read several journal articles, the BPR life cycle, and my previous knowledge has also helped me to make proper use of BPR notation. I have read different books as well, which provide by our supervisor, and the most important were the lecture slides, which also help us to make a BPR notations and diagram in sprint one submission. And so overall in sprint one, I have read a lot of articles and books related to our project to make my base story. I also did scheduling of activity in the roadmap. Now I would like to discuss about my contribution in sprint 2. My role in sprint 2 was to make gap analysis document. For this I followed three principles of the qualitative research. You can also show in this which screen share like value added analysis, which consists of three main part, like first waste classification, value classification, and third one is non value adding task. So in first waste classification, the non value adding step have to be removed, and this can be done simply by automation of some of the step in overall business process. Second is the value classification. It's add business value, and this step provide business to overall business process, and this step generally provide some business benefit to the user as well. And non-value adding, these steps to do provide any value to the business, so they have to be removed. And these are also all these value adding tasks consist of self requesting system, report generation, save it's a manual records keeping and no allocator required. So after that, then I did root cause analysis to determine main problem. This is the results of my show by the diagram. This is the diagram of the root cause analysis. Like if these are the some causes of the root cause analysis. If there is no security in the system, so there is no database and there is no file saved in the Excel. And if there is no less efficiency, so there is no tracking and it's also take a more time. In no priority, it's there is no admin and no blocking. If furthermore, if the another points, like if the it's a show the manual allocation, so there is no self requesting and no one allocator. And if it show the no transparency, so the system show the offline and there is no report generation. And in resource wastage, it used unused assessed, and there is no way to see the availability. So basically these are the main root cause of the root cause analysis. So after doing all of these research, I was able to describe the current activity of the desired state and the future vision of the whole business process. So these are the uh, in this diagram I will show the some future vision, like self-requesting secure database. In secure database, the new process will remove, and after that and for more security to the record, and all the record will be saved and update in the database. It also show the transparency report generation, like the new system will allow everyone to generate report for asset if required. Efficient use of resources and time efficient. The new centralized system will be more efficient because it will allow more than one person to required for the assessed at the same time, and will update all the record instantly. And priority based online and so more options are include in this future vision. And if we talk about the desired state, it includes self requesting, efficient use of resources, keep records in database, cost efficient, priority, and so on. And if we after that now I would like to discuss about my contribution in sprint 3. In sprint 3, the tasks include were making PPT for project demonstration, project write-up, and a document named as best practice followed in industry nowadays. So this is the document that I have prepared. I have read and all article to prepare this document. And so this is document that I have prepared. I have read different article to prepare this document, and all the references have been included in this document. And I will share the screen regarding this. This is the best practice which I include in sprint 3. And asset management is an important part of all industry like manufacturing, education, healthcare, banking, etc. And the following section will explain the integrated approach of the strategic asset management. Like first one is environmental factor. Assessed management can be also effective by environment factor like managing risk and sustainability. Risk should be identified in all cases because proper risk management will help to identify risk at the early stage, and therefore risk also strategy can be implemented at an early stage. Second one is the governance. Proper governance makes sure the organization are following proper procedure and government policies for implementing their asset management approaches. Community need and expectation also include in this part. Corporate policies, vision statement. Vision statement will help the organization to have a proper goal and mindset. There should be a good and ideal vision statement, and all people should work in that direction. Another one is goal or mission. Values like every organization should have proper guidelines for the staff so that they can work and behave according to the end. All the decision can be taken and with consider the value of the organization. Another one is asset management policy, asset management strategies, operation plan, maintenance plan, and disposal plan. So after that, I have also compared the new model developed to some of the existing and implementing models. This will provide a comparison review of different asset management software. I have done research of different asset management software, and I have provided a quick review of some of those in the document that I will explain. Like there are some another software in those in this document like Asset Tiger, Management Engine, Asset Explorer, Snipe. I have also contributed in project write-up. Some of the sections that are done by me in project write-up and literature review, problem statement, objective, abstract and background. And this is about our project write-up, and these are some abstract. Because asset management has become one of the most essential part for not only IT organization but also for all those industries which are making use of IT directly or indirectly. Efficiency and cost effective solution for the asset management help the organization to generate handsome revenue, and client and the organization. The client is the IT manager of and ATMC is the Australian Technical and Management College. It is an education provider under Federation University Australia, and they have different campus at different locations like Melbourne, Sydney, and the head office is at Sydney. So the client is interested to to have a centralized system for its Sydney head office. So the system should be capable to centralize all the IT operations. Some of the main IT operations involved are the providing access to the IT assist to all the staff member whenever it is required. So basically, there are some literature review, academic research, and after that, these are some reviews. After that, there is a problem statement. So the client of this project wants a business process re-engineering model and a process implementation or deployment plan. The client is ATMC, which would require a centralized system for its Sydney head office. So the project require interviewing the stakeholders and understand the present working of the business process. In other words, the first requirement of this project is to make a as-is process model. So the whole project is based on the business process life cycle, which means to reach the implementation step of the life cycle as the previous step like process analysis, identification of the gap, and process redesign are of paramount use. So these are some project objectives. So basically these are included in this the delivery of the following main document is the prime purpose of the project: gap analysis document, process analysis document, as in and to be model, business deployment plan, best practice followed in industry, software requirement specification document, design templates, change management principle and policies. So the process analysis document will show the qualitative and quantitative research done by the team members. So the aim of the gap analysis document is to identify the main problems occurring in the old or decentralized system. So this document will also include the remedies to solve the identified problems. So these are some references which are related to the project roadmap. So that at the end, I would like to say that this project has given me very good experience of working industry based project. All the research work done by me has made confidentially job ready. So I was also responsible for managing the Trello, and I was responsible for preparing minutes of meeting for the our first 5 weeks. Thank you.